welcome to Judgment Day. We're here at the Museum of Anthropology because we're talking about games with culture.
What would you know about culture?
Right. Today on Judgment Day, we're taking a look at Indiana Jones and the Emperor's Tomb for the Xbox, War of the Monsters for PlayStation 2, The Sims Online for the PC, and Tommy and I take a look at Monster Games' surround sound system for the Xbox. First game we're going to talk about is Indiana Jones and the Emperor's Tomb from LucasArts for the Xbox. What did you think of this one?
Well, I mean, here's one we've been waiting for a long time. I mean, you're an Indiana Jones fan.
You know
I'm an Indiana Jones fan.
And this is the game that we've been wanting to play since the movies originally came out.
The first thing that stands out for me is the great live orchestra music, which is very interactive. It was done by Clint Bajakian, who's done a lot of the LucasArts games in the past.
This is really the first game that we're seeing that accurately recreates what we got from the films. You get a guy that sounds like Harrison Ford.
The guy sounds exactly like Harrison Ford.
He looks like Harrison Ford.
Look, I know you traveled a long way to see me, but I'm an archaeologist, not a mystic.
You get all of the tools, all the weapons that Indiana Jones might use in one of the movies. He's got the whip and he's got the revolver, and along the way he picks up all kinds of like submachine guns. He gets
shotgun.
He gets a shotgun. He can pick up a shovel and start beating bad guys with that thing.
A canteen.
You use your canteen actually in a very innovative way because it's like your health vial that you have to keep refilling, and every time you're getting whooped for a little bit, you drink from your canteen and your health goes up a little bit.
Parts of the game are very, very intelligent and intuitive.
Yes.
Kind of reminds me a little bit of Eco in that respect. I'll give you for example, you know, when you walk up to blocks or areas or stones, you push forward and he automatically climbs up. You just push towards it and it knows what to do. You don't have to push a button in order to do that.
There are little places, though, where Indy will walk up to something and the screen flashes up the right button to press, and he'll pull out the right object or whatever. Usually it's the whip so that he can swing across things. The graphics on the environments are probably the best looking parts of the game.
Well, you got your Istanbul.
Right.
You got Prague.
The castle in Prague.
I thought the animations could have been a little more smooth. He does good stuff, don't get me wrong, but it just seems like for a character that you're always looking at throughout the entire game, I would have liked to have seen it a little better.
The combat sequences are actually kind of cool because you'll get into situations where you'll be swarmed by a bunch of bad guys all at the same time, and you have to take care of them by any means necessary, and that means grabbing the guys and headbutting them and throw them up against the wall, and sometimes they'll grab you and put you in a headlock.
You lose your hat too.
That's right.
Like in the indie movies, you actually have to go back and pick up your hat again.
Did you always pick up your hat?
Well, you got to.
Yeah. Even if I was in the middle of the fight, I'd run over and grab my hat.
Now, the one thing though that I think it's absolutely the weakest part of this entire game, the artificial intelligence, the AI.
It gets better as you go through.
Are absolutely dumb.
Well, they start off dumb, but they get smarter as they go through.
They do this really cool thing where Indy can actually use his whip to get the guy's weapon out, but the guy's so stupid that
he doesn't grab it again. Great game, 8 out of 10.
I'm giving it an 8.5. On the positive side, the audio to this game is absolutely amazing. The fighting and the combat in this game is awesome. I like the controls and the fact that the game knows what you want to do during certain points.
On the negative side, we did find some problems with the artificial intelligence of the bad guys. Although Indy's animations are really varied, they are a little bit choppier and chunkier than we've seen in games like Splinter Cell. And although it doesn't impede the fun, there are collision detection problems in the game where characters will actually pass through walls. All right, we're going to switch now from an adventuring archaeologist to a crazy, nutty golf game. This one's called Swingerz Golf.
That's right, fans. Grab your shaft and wood and try to get your balls into the hole. You know, the weird thing about this game is when I first saw it, you know, I think they need to rethink the whole marketing of this one.
Right.
Because on the cover of the game is this big, giant wrestling guy.
Right. He's actually a biker dude.
Right. Who's hitting the ball. So I'm thinking, like, you know, maybe some of the female caddies are going to get it on. I don't know. You know, match play, stroke play. You know how it is, skins, you know. And so you're thinking Swingerz golf. But
I thought it would be a little bit more risque and sort of adult themed.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly. Okay. But then when you get it in, you find out that it's one of these typical, you know, Japanese, really freaky style,
it's a
kid,
cartoony,
arcadey,
big head golf.
Big head golf game.
Right.
Stay focused.
Oh, darn it! Because it's from the Fresh Games label, and because there are so many of these golf games out there right now, you expect it to be very, very goofy and silly and filled with all kinds of humorous bits.
Right.
Where are they? Well, there should have been a lot more sort of crazy animations and some more, you know, distinct power-up kind of stuff going on.
Right. To me, it was fun, but the problem is that you have these, you know, very cartoony type characters and really bad music.
Oh yeah.
Cheesy voiceovers.
It's elevator music.
It's our skill. You know it.
There's 6 courses.
Yeah.
There's 14 golfers to choose from.
Right. Crazy caddies.
Oh yes. I love all of Kenny.
They're not that crazy.
No.
You know, like Outlaw Golf for the Xbox.
Yes.
Took it to another level.
Where you could actually beat up your caddy.
Yeah. The way you swing, it's like the Tiger Woods golf in that, you know, you have to pull the analog back, and then the meter starts to go up, and then when it gets to the top, you pull it to the front, and, and you follow through. The thing is that you have to do it with that little yellow nipple thing on the GameCube.
Right.
That thing's annoying to begin with. I tell you what was great though was that hole-in-one cam.
Yes.
We got it. You know,
the cameras in the game are awesome. I didn't like the environments.
You got some grass. You got trees and grass. What do you need?
You want stuff flying around. I mean, in Outlaw Golf, you had like nuclear reactors and all kinds of crazy things in the back.
You can get by this game really quickly, which is nice because a lot of golf games. There's a lot of sitting around.
It's nice that you can get by this game really quickly.
No. I mean, you can play through it quickly.
Swingerz Golf, you know, I played it and I was forgetting about it as I was playing it. Okay. I'm going to give it a 4.5 out of 10.
I thought it was a little above average. I had some fun. I'm going to give it a 6. On the positive side, it's a very easy game to get into initially. There are a lot of different ways to play the game and different courses and players, as well as mini games. And hey, everybody loves this new super spectacular ultra 3D hole-in-one cam.
On the negative side, although this game is brought to us by Fresh Games, it's just not wacky enough. You have to use a little thumbstick to actually hit the ball, and using that stick is difficult. And probably worst of all is the fact that there are so many better golf games available already. When we come back, we're going to be talking about The Sims Online. Don't go anywhere.